Hello, hello. Welcome to the Knight's Arm. We are continuing our series as Forming the Caliphate as the Mamluks. Last episode, we finished off a unsuccessful war with the Ottomans, and I would consider it unsuccessful because I had the ambition of taking at least some of these corner provinces over here, but I was not able to, and in fact, we just ended up white piecing with them. Now, the Ottomans are just way too powerful. Now, a lot of people tend to think that the Ottomans are OP in the sense that the developers made them OP in this game or it was an accident, but I think it was intentional. I think the Ottomans are actually a really powerful nation during this time period of the EU4, especially from the 1400s and maybe even earlier, later than that, maybe the 1480s. So from the 1480s up until, the 1600s, 1700s, they are a powerful nation. But the only thing that stops the Ottomans is really the alliance of a lot of Christian nations, such as France, Castile, and even Morocco. I mean, the Ottomans really go up all the way up here and conquer and try to conquer Morocco, but they do so unsuccessfully. And Morocco actually defends and allies with Spain in preventing the Ottomans from coming over here. So I definitely do want to do a series where I play as the Ottomans because I think it'll be really interesting. Looking at their mechanics and just overall playing as an OP nation and trying to fulfill what they failed to fulfill, and that is conquering the New World and even going down to Asia. I definitely think a goal would be to leave Europe. I mean, try to conquer Vienna, but go to the New World and go down here. But enough of that. We're playing as the Mamluks. Let's just focus on the Caliphate. And the Caliphate consists of conquering all of the Middle East. That was really lucky there. Okay, so conquering all the Middle East, conquering all of North Africa, and even going up and conquering where we left off before, where the Muslims left off, which is around half of Iberia over here. So that's our goal. And we might fulfill it. Now, we might just end up doing North Africa just because it's already 1531 and we still haven't really done that much. Although, we have done. I mean, I shouldn't underestimate what we've done. But we've sort of wasted a war with the Ottomans, and I really think we wasted a lot of money. I mean, how many loans do I have? Probably an outrageous amount of loans. Yeah, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 loans that I have to pay off. I have basically no army. I mean, this is all, most of it is just mercenaries. So what I might want to do is I might want to get rid of my mercenaries and have just the standalone army. But I definitely need some of these mercenaries to kill some of my rebels over here. My war exhaustion is extremely high. I mean, extremely high. That I need to lower that. I think first thing I might do is just lower that. Just spend all my Diplo points doing it. Was I planning on doing something for Diplo? I am behind on Diplo tech. And I do need to get some of this institution spread over here. I'm sorry, this is right here. So I could do global trade power 20%. Let's hold off on this. How much will this use up? 411? This will use up 580. Or should I use it to lower my war exhaustion? It's going down 0.12 every month. And I have attrition plus 0.01. Let me lower down the game volume just a bit. Yeah, because it's a bit loud. Alright, so what I could do, I mean, I could really... Oh, and I'm over my governing capacity by a lot. So I should probably increase that. Where can I increase it? Over here. Let's increase my governing capacity. No, I still need to do more. Where's that script? Let's do it twice, or maybe even 3 times, just so I can get rid of... Okay, I'm underneath it now. So, let's reduce this. Let's just use as much of this as possible. Let's reduce it. This should help get rid of some of the rebels. We have military access from Yemen. Let's not do Yemen. Let's not do Bahrain. Let's not convert any provinces because we need to pay back some debt. Yeah, my work session. So let's go ahead and unpause for a second. I want to get these troops killing over here, and then we can even get them down here. Should probably these have a couple of army drill. What's my army force limit? I'm over it a lot. So what I could do is I could get rid of a lot of my troops. And I will, once I'm done with these rebels, I will discuss a little bit of what went wrong last episode. You know, why did we lose against the Ottomans? And I do think there is a reason for it. So these are light ships. Let's go ahead and protect trade. We could do a lot. We could do plus 20 over there. Let's go ahead and send some of you to protect trade here. And then we could do a couple more. Protect trade. More moose. And then the rest. Oops. The rest could protect trade. I could get rid of the galleys and the cogs. Let's get rid of those. Let's just have you guys park over here. You could... Yeah, Gulf of Aden is really going to give me a lot of money. So let's just do that. For that. These are 2 cogs. Let's also have you come over here. We could repay some loans. Let's... Is this the 4%? I think this is the 1% loan. Let's look. I want to leave the 1%. I want to pay the expensive ones first. 230. Yeah, so anything that's 230 is the 1% loan. But there's a glitch there. We could admin these. Yeah, these are giving me a lot of overextension, so let's do that. Let's do this. Yeah, there's no point in not doing that. We have no subjects. Really? Yeah, I mean, we pretty much annexed everything. We definitely want to have some vassals. Now that we're sort of... We won't go to war. I think we could annex some countries diplomatically. They're in a war with the Timur Shivran. What about Avaria? Can I vassalize Morocco? That'll be fun. Where's the vassalize button? Offer vassalization. Yeah. Morocco has more than 100 total development. We could probably, I mean, vassalize. Can we vassalize you? Minus 69, distance between borders, government rank. Could probably vassalize Makuria. They own core provinces. No, that won't work. Let's just do this. I think I keep forgetting that they added this. Where I could offer vassalization, proclaim guarantee with all these nations. Vassalization, the knights will. I can vassalize the knights. Where are the knights? Over here. They're allied with Venice. Is this the only land that they have over here? They have a bunch of cores over here. They do have a high... I mean, I won't focus on my navy because the Ottomans are going to kill me no matter what. Yeah, and I just remembered the Ottomans completely got rid of my army, my navy, excuse me, because you know I don't realize that when they annex the province, the ships go out to sea because they can't uh, station on a siege province. So let's just recover, man. Let's try to recover as much as possible. Let's have you join into there. Yes. I have you doing your thing. Can we merge you? And then we could probably mothball you. Yeah. Let's have you come over there. We don't care about our CB with Tunis. Oh, Tunis insulted us? Why did Tunis insult us? We're still allied to them. Or did I mistakenly read that? I think I read it wrong. Okay. And we probably want to leave our forts mothballed just so we could help prevent these I can't speak. To prevent these rebels from sieging any provinces. How's our war exhaustion? Still going down? Okay, good. We're gonna have some more spawning soon, so I probably might want to leave some of my army. Where are the rest of my rebels? Oh, they're over here. So you can just stay over there. You can come down here. Let's not do any buildings. We have so much. We're in so much debt. Yeah, I think it's because of our production. Because again, the Ottomans pretty much sieged everything, so everything has some devastation, which decreases a lot of this. We have more rebels. Would the Timurids help me? And they're just walking right by them. Let's get rid of you. Do I want to get rid of you? I probably should. Let's see how big these stacks are. These are 8, 9, 10, 8. So I think I can get rid of my mercenaries for now. Let's merge you two. Let's bring you down here. And let's let the game go by. Now, is Austria still allied with me? Yes. I mean, although they pieced out early, which unfortunately was unfortunate. They're still allied to me. We could probably have you go there first, and then we can merge you. Let's merge you. Cannot merge you. I have to get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Am I still over my force limit? No. Okay. We must crush this in its cradle. All right, so this is the our military event. Yeah. Let's do the -1 unrest. Oh, but we get an army spawn. Huh. I don't want to lose money though. Let's do this. Let's merge you. Let's bring you up there. What else do I want to do? I wanted to look at something else. Yeah, also, I realized that when I'm converting states into territories, I need to see if it's going to make me a profit first before I should just go ahead and do it. Excuse me. So, instead of me just, right away making a territory into a state, I should first see if it's economically feasible. Meaning, am I going to get a profit? Am I going to benefit from making it essentially from making it a state? Let's bring you there first and then come around this way. Who are they at war with? Karakoyunlu. Alright, so the Timurids are growing a bit big. And I have allied myself with them, but I gotta be careful. So we're still losing money, but it's going down. Lose 10 prestige. Sure. We're still positive in that. Let's go ahead and merge you there. We could probably split you up. Let's have you. Or let's do this. And let's merge you and send you over here. And then you could siege that. Let's have you staying over there. We're still having some rebel issues. Yeah. So we're essentially going to stabilize. That's essentially what we're doing. Too many military leaders. This is giving me a hit in my military power. Should probably kick some of them out. Let me kick this guy out. Yeah, I have so many that I'm not using. This one has a siege. Let's kick this guy out. This should be good. We have really good leaders. It's because they've trained, yeah. So I mean, our maintenance has to stay up just because I am gonna need my army, but I don't want to train them either, or excuse me, drill them, because that drains their maintenance also. So I need to have them having max maintenance at all times. Okay. So, I mean, now that we can talk about, now that we're stabilizing for a bit, let's talk about exactly what happened. Let's just double check on this. Can I change some of my autonomy? I probably should do this. I can't decrease it because it does have separatism, right? I think so. And I could increase some autonomy to lower this, because right now this is too bad. But I could probably deal with them. Yeah, these are gonna spawn. So let's just stabilize for a bit. +9, +7, +7. That's fine. And we'll do some military, some research and some technology. We could pick another. Can we? Pick another scholar? We cannot. So Ajam, what's the relationship with Ajam? They're allied with me and Uzbek. I mean, no, I can't do that with them. The question is, do I keep allying myself with the Timurids? I think I should, just because, although they didn't help. Oh no, they weren't allied with me in the war, or were they? I think with Kari Koyunlu they were allied with me. It's just they weren't anywhere in sight. Pretty much for the Ottomans took down effectively. They've taken down me and Austria at the same time, which is unbelievable now that I'm thinking about it. But let's go ahead and just keep improving relations with the Timurids so I can get a scholar. And let's quickly talk about what happened during that war. First of all, I need to be careful about my army count. I have to make sure that I have a lot of artillery, because they help in battle and they help in siege. I think the problem is I was sieging, I was inefficiently sieging a lot of provinces, and it took so long to the point where the Ottomans had enough time to, recruit a bunch of other people and come do a counterattack. So I need to make sure my sieges are more efficient, which means I need to have more artillery. Well, obviously there's a bunch of other factors, but that's just one. So I need to have a lot more artillery. And also, now where is my combat width? I feel like maximum 4 level we can siege this army. I need to see where my combat width is for this army. Is it in the military screen where I can see my combat with? Naval enforcement, morale of Navy, Navy tradition, land force limit, morale of armies, Army tradition, military tactics, discipline, or defense. Cavalry to infantry ratio. Your army, excluding artillery, cannot be comprised of more than 60% cavalry or you will suffer. Yeah, so I need to have 60% cavalry ratio so I get some bonuses. Here's my combat with 25. So, I mean, even though I attacked them with like a 30k army, that's the most that I could have. So my combat width is 25. Combat width determines how many regiments may fight at the same time. So ideally, I want to have an equal number of... Well, not an equal number, but I want to have a high artillery to use up all that combat width so I can have them fire at, you know, the enemy. Or is it... Do I have them as defense? Artillery is quite specifically gunpowder cannon in its primitive form are at the most effective in a siege situation. The evolution of the cannon will see it become a destructive weapon on the battlefield. But it's not telling me... You see, I'm not sure if the artillery is in the front line or in the back line. I think it's in the front line, and that's why I want my artillery to comprise up of an entire line in my combat width. So I have 25 combat width here, and so I want... Where is it? Well, I could just look at it from here. This is my amount, combat ability, and my cost. Okay, so ideally I would want 25 artillery, essentially, for this army. And then I would ideally need another 25 here so that I can have a 40 stack. And then I need to improve my supply limit so I can have 40. That's the ideal situation. And then have my ratio right there as cavalry. Although I got to try to stay beneath that. So we have another revolt over there. Let's go ahead and... Is this our province? This is our province. Okay. Can they get there in time? Yes. You can see over here. Let's just pause this screen here. It doesn't say the combat width. Terrain, midlands, so that's going to give me... Well, drylands, excuse me. Current combat with 25. So 25 of my units can be fighting at the same time. Now, am I the only one who has the combat width of 25 and the enemy has a fewer combat width, or do we have the same? I think I have more combat width than them, which allows me to tag in some cavalry on the side so that they could flank in on the sides, because they attack diagonal. So these diagonals over here are my cavalry. This is my infantry, and then this is my cannon. So the cannons go in the back row. So again, as I said, ideally I want to fill up this entire 25 with cannons, or, you know, most of it. Have infantry in the front, and then have cavalry on the sides. That's my goal. And so I need to make sure my armies are comprised up in the most efficient way possible. Let's move towards legalism. We're gathering up some income. Let's just save up and then pay off all our loans, because let's look at our interest. Our interest is 1429. Yeah, that is a lot. And the Ottomans could attack any second, so I gotta be careful of that. Alright. I mean, we could convert some stuff, which is affecting our unity. Where's the... There are some provinces in our realm that are not Sunni, causing problems with the list below contains provinces that are not adherent to what we get from provinces. So this is my religious unity right here. So my unrest goes up, corruption goes up. Oh no, the corruption is not going up now, but my stability cost modifier will go up. My corruption is positive, but that's partly because of my overextension. and my war exhaustion, which I should probably spend to go down. Yeah, let's keep doing that. And our rebels are officially gone, so that's good. So I could probably drill them. Should I drill them, or should I? Or should I lower the maintenance? I should probably just lower the maintenance so I can grab as much income as possible, and so that I can, fund my future endeavors. And let's go ahead and mothball our forts. So what's our income? 1520, which is good. So let's stabilize for a bit. We'll end the episode here. And we sort of learned a lot about the Ottomans. I mean, I learned a lot in the war with the Ottomans about making sure I have forts put in strategic locations instead of just having them scattered anywhere. So I think the one that I did here was good, but for some reason they still broke the line. They still came down over here. And ideally I would want to have a higher fort level, because this is fort level 2. I think they had some higher fort levels, although I could be mistaken. I remember seeing at least a fort level 3. So ideally on this border, I need to make sure I have as much forts as possible. And I mean, there's really nothing wrong with having forts next to each other, because that just means that they have to seize this one, and that, I mean, they're going to inevitably have to seize both. So I think there's nothing wrong with having forts that are adjacent to each other. So I should have done that. I should have made sure my army composition was the most efficient it could be as possible. So that's having a good, high enough artillery so that it fills up most of my combat with in the front line. I'm sorry, in the back line, I think it is. Yeah, on the back line. And then the front line, make sure I have the ratio, the good ratio of, or my required ratio of infantry to cavalry. So that was that. Also, I need to make sure that, because in me putting a lot of the artillery in the, filling the combat with and putting it in my back row or my back line, it will allow me to siege provinces faster, and I think that was a big problem last episode. So that's something that I need to do. We'll end it off here. We need to catch up on some money, pay back our loans, as well as catch up on tech and technology. So that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.